Good day, fellow observers. Today we're going to do the last test for our Staten Island edition testing for version 13.2.8. This time we're headed to Staten Island Ferry. It is a 36-minute drive, 15 miles. Let me activate FSD. Okay. Alright. Okay, good. Okay, no. So we are heading off. It's always the second time that FSD gets activated. Now we are turning right here, but let me just pull down my windows here because
in 500 feet, turn right onto Highland Boulevard.
Because I can't see, so now it wiped off the rain. So now we are slowly advancing here.
Now turn right onto Highland Boulevard.
Okay, so we are turning right. We should have a clear. Okay, good. Okay, now we move to the passing lane here. Have a green light, so we will continue advancing.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Kegans Ln.
Now we're turning left here.
Now turn left onto Kegans Ln.
We do have a clear here, good.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Amboy Road. Now turn right onto Amboy Road.
Now we are turning right. Okay, good. Okay, we have a green, so we are advancing. Okay, good, slow down here. Now we advance. Crossing a green here. Okay, now we're crossing this green. FSD is adjusting to the traffic, slows down, speeds up as necessary.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Riedel Avenue. Now turn left onto Riedel Avenue.
Now we make a left here. Okay, good that it's advancing before turning. Okay, nice. Okay, good. Okay, good adjustment here, veering off a little bit to the left because there was an obstacle. Okay, speed bumps is good. So now we're making a straight. Okay, I thought it was gonna turn.
In 500 feet, turn right onto St. George Road. Now turn right onto St. George Road.
Okay, we are turning right here on stop. Alright.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Rockland Avenue. Now turn left onto Rockland Avenue.
Okay, so we are at a stop. Now FSD is creeping. Okay, there are several cars on the left and right here. Okay, good. So I see a green light up ahead. We should be advancing soon.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Brielle Avenue.
Okay, so now we are turning right here.
Now turn right onto Brielle Avenue.
Okay, good. Okay, so now we have a green light. So we are crossing a green here.
500 feet, turn left onto Bradley Avenue. Now turn left onto Bradley Avenue.
Okay, now we're turning left. Okay, so we continue advancing here on a green. Okay, cross another green here. Okay, so we have a green light here.
In 500 feet, turn left onto North Gannon Avenue. Then take the Interstate 278 West ramp on the left.
Okay, so now we are switching to a highway drive soon.
Now turn left onto North Gannon Avenue.
And we do have a green arrow here. Okay, good.
Now take the Interstate 278 West ramp on the left.
Now we merge here. Okay, good. Okay, good switch here. Now let's see if it will continue on moving to the passing lane. Okay, so now we're going here to the next right lane.
In 1,000 feet, take exit 9 on the right onto New York 440 north toward Bayonne Bridge. Now take exit 9 on the right.
Okay. Okay, straightforward exit. Now we continue straight. And then go to the middle lane, which will become the right lane, and then passing lane. Okay, now we're switching to the right lane. Back to the passing lane again. So yeah, for a hurry mode, it will spend more time on the passing lane instead of the middle lane or right lane. So that's my observation. Slow down here. To adjust to the speed. And also because of the weather. And also we're on the bridge, and that's why I slowed it down. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it back up. Slow down here. Okay, now we're crossing. We're at Bayonne. Is this? I think we went through New Jersey here. Okay, so we have, I do think, for some reason, I entered the Staten Island ferry and it went to Bayonne, New Jersey. So now we're on a Bayonne, New Jersey trip. And it went to Port, let's see. Yeah, I think it had a GPS issue here. So I will have to disengage because it didn't plot to the proper destination. Okay, so I'm disengaging because I would have to reroute and go back to Staten Island. So I just would like to know what happened here. I mean, we went to, I plotted it to Staten Island, and now we headed for an exit towards Bayonne.
Now turn right onto Prospect Avenue.
So there's a Staten Island ferry here. There's a Staten Island. Okay, so ferry terminal to Manhattan. Okay, good. So let me just go here. So it is another 26 minutes. Okay, so it is 26-minute drive, 8.9 miles. Let me activate FSD now. So it should be reversing. Okay, so let me disengage because it's not moving. Alright, so I'm getting out. Okay, good.
In 500 feet, turn right onto East 32nd Street. Now turn right onto East 32nd Street.
Okay, we have a red light here. Okay, now we have a green light. We are turning right.
Now turn right onto State Route 440.
So this is the first time that I'm not sure what happened. I pressed the Staten Island destination, Staten Island Ferry, on the Staten Island side, and then GPS calculated it to go to somewhere in Bayonne, New Jersey. So that's why I had to disengage and plot the trip again. So now I specified a different location. So it is the ferry terminal to Manhattan, and this is on the Staten Island side. So as you can see here, this is where we're going, and so hopefully we'll stay in Staten Island after that. Okay, so we have a green light here. Now we are going to reverse course and going back to, I think that was Bayonne Bridge. Okay, now we merged. We're now in the middle lane, and now we're on the passing lane. Okay, so we are now on a green. Now we have a green light. Okay, so we are headed to Bayonne Bridge towards Staten Island. Okay, so this lane is terminating, but we have enough room from behind because we're far away from the SUV. So we just continue straight here.
In 1 mile, take exit 13 on the right onto Morningstar Road toward Richmond Terrace.
So again, because we're here on the bridge, I'm going to drop the speed.
take exit 13 on the right. Now turn right onto Morningstar Road.
Okay, good, slow down. Okay, good.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Newark Avenue. Now turn right onto Newark Avenue.
Okay, so we are making a right here. Okay, so there's a double parked SUV here. FSD is able to adjust to this. Okay, good.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Richmond Terrace. Now turn right onto Richmond Terrace.
Okay, so we are at a stop here. And it's creeping. Okay, I do see. Okay, we have a clear. Good. Okay, we're crossing a green here, and I think this is going to be a street drive by the industrial area on the left. Okay, good. Cross the green. Okay, good adjustment here. Slow down on crossing, and it is a narrow road.
In 500 feet, turn left to stay on Richmond Terrace. Now turn left to stay on Richmond Terrace.
Okay, we have a green arrow. Okay, good. Okay, we're crossing another green here. crossing a green, and then there's a bus up ahead, and FSD will have to bear a little bit to the left. Okay, good adjustment here, and shout out to this car that's also on pause, but actually the car is turning on its left, so it worked on our favor. And now we're crossing here.
In 500 feet, turn left to stay on Richmond Terrace. Now turn left to stay on Richmond Terrace.
So we're turning left here. Now, it didn't use the turn signal, but I think that's still okay because we're just following the road anyway. Okay, we crossed the green here. Now we have a green light. Okay, so we are 7 minutes away, 1.6 miles. We have a red light. And then we have a green. Okay, so we are crossing this light as well. Okay, so just want to point that out. Because it was some narrow road, FSD crossed on a left turn lane. Then on the right, I think, was where it was supposed to go. But it looked like a bicycle lane just like this. So this is more of an FYI if you're driving in this area. Okay, we do have a green light here. Okay, now we're on the right lane. Okay, maintaining speed here, good. And FSD uses the middle lane to pass that car on the passing lane. Okay, so we have a green light here. Continue advancing. Now there is an emergency vehicle here, an ambulance. Again, I'm pointing out so it doesn't reflect as an emergency vehicle on the screen. So we continue advancing here.
In 500 feet, turn left onto St. George Station. Now turn left onto St. George Station.
Okay, so we have a yellow, now it's red. Okay, now we have a green light. Okay, so we have a flashing yellow, and now we are heading to the destination. So I don't think...
In 500 feet, turn left to stay on St. George Station.
Okay, so FSD is on the left lane, but it needs to be on the right. Okay, not anymore. I think we're good. Okay, so I'm gonna disengage here because we are at the destination. And let me just give my takeaways. So we started FSD from a parked spot, and again, I'm not going to be very specific with the streets because it isn't as familiar to me. Now, also, I just would like to...
In 500 feet, turn left onto Richmond Terrace.
I like to point out that pretty much it followed most of the rules, and it went on a street drive first and then eventually made a highway drive towards, I think, I-278, and then I found out like it went on a bridge, which I didn't know yet that it was the Bayonne Bridge. And so it went to Bayonne Bridge, and then I'm reading the signs and it says welcome to City of Bayonne. And so that's the New Jersey side. It turns out that for some reason GPS actually, let me just point things out here. GPS, I plotted the destination here, but it went over on this side on Bayonne Bridge and trying to go to this side. So I'm not sure, is it because of the weather that maybe GPS had some issues because it's cloudy right now? So just want to point that out. Then I had to disengage there and drive off out of a parked spot, and then I reactivated FSD to go to this terminal, which is the ferry terminal to Manhattan. So that's an interesting case here where my goal was to go to a place in a borough of New York City, and turns out the GPS is leading FSD to go to New Jersey, Bayonne, New Jersey. So that's an interesting case, and I think it's something that you have to keep in mind. I mean, if they are all close by and the weather could influence it, you know, just be mindful that it can happen. Just going back to the drive, I think for the most part FSD was reasonable. That being said though, I have to mention on Bayonne Bridge, I had to lower even the speed limit because although I'm on a hurry mode and FSD is on a hurry going on the passing lane, I have to lower the speed limit of the hurry mode because we're on the bridge and then it's raining and then you have the signs to go slower. So I did that, and also tried to just mirror the speed of the traffic at that point. And I did that going into Bayonne towards New Jersey, and then on the other side going into Bayonne towards Staten Island, going back. And yeah, I mean, overall the drive I think is pretty okay. It follows the street driving, it adjusts to the narrow road, but let me try to recap here, trying to remember if I pressed the accelerator. I'm not sure if I pressed an accelerator somewhere here on the drive, but the thing is, overall it's good. But of course, you know, it's something that I've kept on saying for using FSD, to always supervise FSD, and especially if you have any blind spots, and also on when it tries to make a turn and then there's an oncoming car that's kind of far away, but then the oncoming car is fast, so you have to keep in mind those things. And I think it's always good to lean on the defensive side. of driving so that you can avoid any potential risks. That being said, the drive was okay, and now also again going back, we have it didn't even say a GPS issue here, but we had a destination that was marked on Staten Island, but FSD was trying to go to Bayonne and then trying to go to a port here. So that is far off from the destination. It's here, but it's trying to go here on this side. So I was thinking of really just let it go through the route, but I think we're gonna be driving so much, and it's gonna be too long for me to record it. So that's why I just like, okay, let me just disengage and then plot back the correct destination, approximating it to the same area. So again, if you're going to Staten Island Ferry, if you press that on Staten Island side, you might get a different routing. So just go for something different, which for me worked. It is the ferry terminal to Manhattan. So yeah, I mean, those are all my takeaways for this test, and this concludes our Staten Island edition testing. And if you find this video helpful or of value, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.